A massive manhunt entered a second day on Sunday in Minnesota for a suspected gunman accused of killing a Democratic state lawmaker while posing as a police officer.
Our state lost a great leader, and I lost the dearest of friends.
Governor Tim Walz characterized the crime as a, quote, politically motivated assassination. Police identified the suspect as 57-year-old Vance Luther Bolter.
At this time, we would ask the public, if you do locate him or see him, to call 911.
They said officers confronted Bolter at the Brooklyn Park home of former Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, who were both killed. Police said Bolter fled on foot, leaving behind a vehicle outside Hortman's house that resembled a police SUV and contained what they called a, quote, manifesto and a target list of other politicians and institutions. ABC News, citing law enforcement officials, reported the list of targets featured dozens of Minnesota Democrats, including Governor Walz, who was the Democratic vice presidential candidate last year. Authorities said that the killing followed an earlier attack Saturday, where the same gunman had shot and wounded another Democratic lawmaker and his wife at their home a few miles away. Authorities had not publicly identified a specific motive as of Saturday evening. Police said they found flyers with "No Kings" printed on them in the gunman's car, an apparent reference to the thousands of nationwide No Kings protests on Saturday against the Trump administration.
We don't have any direct links. However, there were some flyers that said No Kings.
But that there were no known direct links between him and the movement. They encouraged residents to avoid a local rally planned for that day. The FBI released photos of the suspect wearing a rubber mask and a police-like uniform. According to online postings and public records reviewed by Reuters, Bolter has links to Christian Evangelical Ministries and claimed to be a security expert with experience in the Gaza Strip and Africa. Republican and Democratic politicians across the country reacted with shock and horror and issued calls to tone down increasingly heated political rhetoric.
Reaction of the shootings in Minneapolis?
Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And they're looking for that particular man right now. Thank you.
How concerned are you about...
U.S. President Donald Trump has faced criticism from some opponents for using inflammatory rhetoric at times when talking about his political rivals.
We need to hold the doors of the Capitol.
In one of his first moves in office earlier this year, Trump pardoned nearly everyone criminally charged with participating in the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack.